that I rise, and I am showered by your smiles, oh yeah. For every night I got too near, tears dry out, clouds disappear.
Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday, and what you just saw was the final thing that had to happen and be approved, and that was my septic inspection. They got here the earliest I've ever seen anybody show up out here in the desert. It was right around 8 o'clock in the morning. Bless them. But they had to, it took them an hour at least to find my septic tank. And they're poking a big metal piece down in the ground, to find the top of it, because I knew where the clean out pipe was, but I didn't know what direction they had put the septic tank. And it turns out that septic tank is fiberglass. So they had to be careful not poke a hole in it. And about 9:30 yesterday morning, they were done. And they said, you passed. So the next step, and there's a lot of steps. As you see, I'm cleaning out the place. So I'm moving everything from here into the tiny, so that when Sarah arrives next Monday, only days from now, she will have here to sleep, and me and Buddy and Mona, or me and Mona. I'll probably leave Buddy in here with her if she can stand it. Because he does kind of hog the bed, no doubt. Anyway, she will stay in here. I will have most everything over there. Now, how am I going to get all of this to North Carolina? Because that's my first stop. So, I'm going to show you that. Hold that thought.
And I thank you for the leather fans, the kisses and the smiles. And I thank you for being the best part of my life.
Well, here we are in the tiny. And I've been working all morning. And, I did a lot of this last year getting ready to move. This is why all that clicking noise comes from that little thing. Well, you know what? Here, let's do this. Now it won't hit on the microphone. You can hear me a little better. Anyway, today I have stuffed some more stuff in there. I'm really going to be, the most dangerous part of the drive is going to be getting her out of here to the main road. So I'm trying to make sure everything is stuffed in pretty tight, and it ain't going to look pretty. Not until I get to the other side. However, I am going to be sleeping in here. So I spent the morning getting the bed cleared off of all the things I had stuffed in here. And there was a lot. I am very anxious. Oh, like you didn't know that. It's like, that's how I spend my life. But it's more, it's a joyful anxiety. There's a lot of adrenaline going. And I keep getting all dried out, so my voice sounds funny this morning. I should have brought my water. Wait, I have some water right here. Hold on. It's all I got. I ain't brought my cups over yet. And my water bottle's over there, so hold that. That's better. Okay, so one of the big things, remember my wood stove. Where is it? Wood stove, right there. So I have taken apart the wood stove, and it is now in that box right there on the floor, and it's heavy. So sometimes I have discovered if you make it heavy, it doesn't move around as much. So there's a box full of, there's stove, there's my oil lanterns, all the things I usually have on that little shelf there. And you will notice also, let's see, right here, that's one plant, but that's a box, a big box to hold my plants. And so once I get everything in, I'll have opportunity to secure it. And that's something I'll show you how I'm securing things. I have a plan. Part of that plan is the weight. And I know that I need to have the weight equalized, but the heaviest stuff need to be on that end because that's the front where the toe is, the hitch. So all of it will be kind of that way. And while I'm on the road, I don't think I'm going to sleep in here, but it may be that I let Mona sleep in here if I'm in a motel. But I'm going to make it so that I can do that. And I haven't, that's 10 days from now. And as we all know, that's a long time. Anything can happen. And so as far as, I know I'm jumping around because my brain, I've got squirrel brain. My next thing I have to do is go to Kingman and sign paperwork for the title so that when we do the closing, everything is already, all we have to do is sign papers and give them the keys. That is October the 6th. It is a Friday. And I will talk to Sarah, but right now the plan is, because Walter, bless his heart, was willing to drive across the country. Sorry, I got an alarm in the middle. It stopped recording. How do I say? Let's see if I can fit this together. Walter was going to drive all the way across country and get my stuff. And what I have done at the moment, now, you know, I can't ask y'all to do that kind of thing without a reimbursement. It's a tremendous long journey and time. You can't make it in a day. So when I was figuring all this out, and Sarah has been helping me, we've tried to, we calculate plane fares, we've calculated driving it, the gas cost, the reimbursing them for their time because they're missing time for work. And Sarah and Cliff, this was the original plan up until a week or so ago, that Sarah and Cliff were coming, and I was just going to pay for their time because they are self-employed. Here's what's actually at this point going to happen. U-Haul makes a box that you can bring to your house, pack it up, take it back to the U-Haul place, and they will ship it. And that will save me a tremendous amount of money doing that. So all I had to do was pay for Sarah, not Sarah and Cliff. So I got Sarah coming. She'll be flying in on Monday. I have made arrangements with my friends Maria and Ramon. They're going to help. I'm going to get Maria to take me to the airport to get Sarah. And I'm going to ask Ramon to go to Kingman, pick up the first box, and bring it back here. I am hoping it is possible. I might could fit everything into one box if I have to. And then after that box is filled, Sarah, who has never driven my truck towing before, we're going to go the back roads and let her experience what it feels like, because it's kind of comparable. The tiny's not much bigger or heavier than that, than the box. If I need to get a second box, we'll pick it up there and bring it back with us. And then we'll make another trip another time, because I've got to go in and sign papers before the closing on Friday. And it saved me about $2,000 doing it this way. Sarah decided, she was looking at U-Hauls and discovered the boxes. And since that's a new thing for U-Haul to do. So I could get a moving company, but that was $700 in advance to reserve. And I didn't have $700. Well, I had $700, but that's all the money I had. And now I paid for Sarah's ticket, so I don't have that anymore. There are stories of them taking these and holding them hostage, emptying things out, stealing your stuff. And you know what? I don't put my trust in a moving company. I put my trust in Father Elohim, who has seen fit to make this move possible. He's made my life possible. That's it. That's where all the glory and the honor, any wisdom I have, any joy I have, it's all coming from him, because my heart is breaking. As excited as I am to go home to my family, it's hard to leave. This is my home. It's been the longest time I've spent in one place in over a decade. But it'll be okay. I've been letting go, and I'm so thankful that he didn't take me out of here that first year. It would have been much more difficult. I'm stronger now. I did a whole summer of battling with rattlesnakes, and then I did a summer of dangerously hot summer. I mean, it was scary. It was that hot. And I was having so many issues with my water, the water house, the pumps. And I was just on survival mode all summer. That's why I didn't hardly do anything except for what I had to do to survive. I didn't make any headway except for all that crocheting. And I am still crocheting. I am making my little baby doll. I have made her a layette. I made her a basket so that she has a little place to sleep at night. And of course, I've started a big project with all that yarn I found, and you saw me ripping it out. I was like, following somebody else's pattern is one thing, and everybody else doesn't. They talk about how easy it is. It ain't easy for me because I've got ADD. And the other problem is I could not figure out where I made the mistake to go back to it to fix it. It was too much. I crochet to relax. And I decided to design my own blanket. I'll show it to you at the end. But right now, I want to show you what outside looks like and kind of explain what's going on here, so it'll make a little more sense. And y'all, I spent the morning replying to all of your wonderful, encouraging, excited, happy comments. Thank you for the encouragement, for being here. And for those of you concerned that I'm leaving, and because, like the girl said, you're moving back to the city. No, I am not. But where I'm planning on purchasing land, number one, no HOAs. Two, I'm not buying a house. I need land, preferably land with a well, because I need that water, and preferably land that already has a septic on it. That would be nice. And I will live in here, in the tiny. like I have been since 2014, until the time that I can get a little tiny house. And good news, the tiny house I want, the company that builds them is on the way home. They're in Newport, Tennessee, right off of I-40. We plan on traveling I-40. So I might stop in on my way over, and that's why I'm trying to be very guarded with my money. I just want you to know that I intend to live off-grid. I intend to have rain catchment. I intend to live partially in the woods, and the acreage I'm looking for is about 2 acres. 1 acre would set, well, actually, I don't even need that much. A good full acre would be good. So I don't need much, but I need a place, not an HOA, and I am thinking that an abandoned farmstead, and I know they exist up there in the mountains of Virginia. And if I could find one of those for a reasonable price, that's where I'm going. I'm not going to live in the city, and I'm not planning on being on the grid. I still plan to be off grid. I have worked hard to maintain my equipment and keep things going and increasing in knowledge so that I can do that when I get there. Okay, let's go look outside, and I'll give you a little view of what is going to be packed into boxes and shipped back east. Can't see. You see the stovepipe? Ken is coming next week. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, when I got other people here to help, so he can help too. But the main thing that Ken will do is, right now, I cannot get my truck in here to hitch this tiny trailer onto. So he has some wheels he can attach under there, and we're going to use a chain or a rope and pull the tiny around and out of this space and into the driveway so that that is done. Over here, I keep this kind of light packing, but it does have stuff in there. I'm going to turn you around so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll start with this trailer that y'all saw me packing up and talking about. And all of that is coming off, and the trailer will stay here. It was too small. And okay, here comes the stuff. Remember when I made the cover for the stock tank? I was going to put my plants in there. Well, that ain't going to work if I'm putting everything in a box. My plants will die. So that's not happening. But that is empty. And what I'll do, see there's a bunch of stuff behind it? That stuff will go inside. I've got equipment that can go inside. This is the beginning of the bins I hope to have in there. And as you see, this whole wall, all of this is also going to go in a box. That's why I'm hoping it will all fit in one box. Here's a closer look.
And every time that things go wrong, you pull me up, I come back strong, oh yeah. Cause popes and kings have come and gone, but we're still going on a road, yeah. You heal my mind and bless my soul, touch my heart and made it whoa, yeah.
So there you have it. That's today. And tomorrow, if it comes, I'll just keep moving forward a little at a time. Now, if I have to, and I may do this, if I end up with 2 boxes, I'm going to unload a lot of the stuff that I have packed into my truck. So I'm going to take all of what's, not all, but some of the stuff that's in my truck out. Because when we're traveling, we'll put Buddy in the front seat with us, and Mona can travel in luxury in the camper. Not the tiny, the camper on the truck. So she'll have a bed back there. I'll show you all that as we progress. But today, I've got to get this video edited so you know what's happening. And I want to end with thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, and somebody asked me about Lena. Lena asked me about sending a little gift. I'm going to put my new forwarding address in the description. My mail service does not forward mail unless I make arrangements specifically. So I will be going into town on Thursday, and I'll talk to my friends down there, and we'll see what I got to do. But so I'm going to make arrangements with them, and to get any extras that I don't get the address changed and something sneaks in, that they will send it to me. So that's happening. In the meantime, I've got a couple of more videos that I'll be doing before I leave. There's one on Monday, one on Wednesday next week, and then it'll be time to go. And y'all might be getting a little video every time I can, because that's how I travel. I get all excited. Something crazy happens on the road, and I got to share it with you. It's been a long time, y'all. I have not been on a 4-lane highway since May this year. I am such a homebody. That's why I just need a piece of land. If you can plop me on that piece of land, I'll be happy and content. As long as I have mail service so I can get mail and deliveries from Amazon. It's a crazy world out there and getting crazier by the minute. Yeah. October. They keep saying all kinds of stuff happening in October, including Betty is on the road again. So y'all stay tuned. I love y'all.
May the road rise to meet you and the sun kiss your face. May there always be a miracle waiting just to bless your day. Life won't always hand you roses. Don't let it get you down. Keep your eyes on what your goal is and your feet on solid ground. Take this with you where you go. You are love, love,